Hey guys, this is Victor, and I want to speak to you again about magnesium deficiency and supplementing your magnesium by making magnesium oil. Absolutely the number one way to get magnesium into your body. And why? Why would you want to make magnesium oil? Well, number one, making it is cheaper than buying it. Of course, if you want, go and buy it. That's excellent. But you can save quite a bit of money by making it on your own. Either way, you're not going to be buying anything from me. You can just go out on Amazon or wherever you shop and you can find it. It's pretty easy. So it is highly, highly likely that everyone in the modern world is deficient in magnesium. This is a growing problem. It's been going on for many decades, and magnesium deficiency is the source of many, many health problems. Now, taking magnesium supplements internally can be excellent for some people, but there are a lot of hazards with doing that. A lot of people don't actually absorb it well. The absorption is questionable. So then the supplements can be quite expensive. So I don't recommend taking magnesium internally because of the questionable absorption, and because we can have side effects. It can interfere with medication. It can interact with medication. It could give you a lot of digestive stress. Many of you probably know a lot of your supplements for constipation are actually made with magnesium. It doesn't mean you're actually getting the magnesium. So the magnesium is being wasted. It's being used to solve constipation, but that's not really what you want to do. So anyway, you want to avoid these bad side effects. You want to avoid interactions with drugs. And so the answer is going topically with a magnesium oil. It's much, much better for you. Skin absorption is exceptional. It's safe, and you can really get so much on you. It's really much easier to manage the intake. So the question of how effectively it's absorbed doesn't even really matter that much, because you can put so much topically. Okay, so again, right, but why? Why am I telling you to do this, right? Why should you bother to supplement with magnesium? Well, it turns out that there are so many issues related to it. So here you can even, I don't usually refer to the government, but you can go to the National Institute of Health, and they will go on and explain here how magnesium is used in over 300 enzymes and controlling your blood pressure. I mean, look, you can pause the video, take time, and just read this, what I have up here, and you'll see there are so many things. And this is not everything, okay? But it's so important. This is for heart health and everything else. And I'm just jumping through. You'll see other things here that they talk about with the deficiency. And you can see highlighting, the digestive stress. A lot of things here, for example, loss of appetite, nausea, vomiting, fatigue, weakness. These can all be signs of magnesium deficiency, or the magnesium deficiency can be a huge contributing factor. There could be other things too, heart arrhythmia, etc. Just so many things. Most of you know about like muscle cramps, leg cramps, things like that. But it goes on, the things that magnesium can resolve because you are deficient, okay? And again, I'm just going through here, highlighting some other things. Something very important to note: there is no single test, no single way to determine if you have sufficient magnesium. And again, they admit that here. They talk about it. You do all this different testing, and even if you put all the things together, maybe it'll give you an idea. But the thing is, magnesium is used in all of your cells throughout your body, and we can't measure that. So even, they're measuring the blood, maybe it looks okay, but that doesn't mean that you're not deficient. So again, topically, you're going direct into the cells. Really, really good way to get around all of these issues. So I don't really bother with testing or recommending testing, because it just doesn't tell you much. Okay, so again, take your time. If you want, if you're curious, you can go to their website, or you can read those things that I posted there. There's so many reasons why you should do it. Okay, so how to make it is really easy. I actually have other videos showing you how to make it. You just need these magnesium chloride crystals or these food grade flakes. It's pretty cheap to buy. You don't have to go crazy and buy anything special or expensive. Just magnesium chloride that's available just about anywhere. And then you mix that with some water, and you decide how much, enough water to dissolve all of the magnesium oil. And you can make it as saturated as you want. You learn to play with it. You add more water. It will be very itchy on the skin sometimes, so you can dilute it. You just make it a little bit weaker. And it depends. Different parts of the body are more sensitive. You don't want to put it on your face because that you can get a rash, because again, the skin on the face is much more sensitive. And another trick is you can add MSM to the magnesium oil when you're making it. And again, I talk about that in other videos where I actually show how to make it. I'm actually making it. Here, I'm just mentioning it. This is another video to get the information out. And by the way, magnesium oil is not oil at all, but it feels like it. It feels really slick. And so it's called magnesium oil. It feels like a lubricant, but it's not. Okay, it'll actually leave like a salt residue on your skin. And so I put it on and leave it on. And you can put it on anywhere, but I don't recommend the face. So, test different areas, see which is more comfortable for you. And especially if you've got sore muscles, you're not going to have sore muscles on your face, so we don't have to worry about that. But the legs are very common for people to use magnesium on the legs. So anyway, how to apply it exactly? Right? What should you do? You should hydrate your skin because you'll get better absorption that way. And so if your skin is really dry, just moisten it. Or when you come out of the shower, it's a pretty good idea. Of course, again, you could put it on about 20 minutes before the shower if you want to wash it off. You could do that too. That's okay. I'm just telling you how to maximize the absorption, the most comfortable way to apply the magnesium oil. So hydrated skin is good. If the skin is warm, that's also good. Better than cold skin. Surprisingly, rough or damaged skin actually gives you better absorption. So don't worry if I'm not talking about, bleeding open wounds or things like that, but, like your elbows and your knees, even your armpits, a lot of people, it tends to be maybe a little bit rough skin. Well, that's great. The magnesium oil is going to absorb there. So no problem. You can vary the location anywhere. I tend to do my legs, my arms. I like to put it on my head. And the neck is really good. So a lot of people have, of course, a lot of muscle tension in the neck. The magnesium oil can be really good for that. The larger the area, of course, the more absorption. And so that's one way to just get more magnesium oil in. And you play with it and you see how you feel. One really interesting thing, one of the best ways to raise your vitamin D levels is with magnesium, because vitamin D needs magnesium to be used in the body. And again, so this is true for a lot of different things, right? So as you look more into it, you'll start to understand how incredible magnesium is. Okay, so when you apply it to your body, but it's best to leave it on for about 20 minutes or just leave it on. I don't wash mine off. But if it's a little uncomfortable, you just wash it off or rinse it off. Take a damp cloth and just wipe it off after 20 minutes and you're good to go. Okay? If you feel you're really deficient, you can apply it multiple times a day, 2 or 3 times a day, right? So it's whatever's comfortable for you. And if you're feeling a burning sensation, that's usually an indicator that you're still very deficient. And I'm not talking about due to sensitive skin like the face. Don't put it on your face. Don't put it in your mouth when it's super saturated because you'll feel like burn your mouth. You could dilute it because people do take magnesium chloride internally. You just have to dilute it a lot. So anyway, if you feel a burning sensation, that could be an indicator that you're still very deficient. And again, if it's too uncomfortable, just dilute it more, add more MSM into the mixture. Okay, I hope that helps you. I just wanted to try to make a short video to get people started. I do have other videos on magnesium oil, so take a look at my channel. Hope this helps you. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.